Hello everyone, I am Priyanka, he is Mr. Anchit Lakampal and he is Mr. Narottam. So we represent Team Sandpoint. Yesterday we had a career guidance session for a lot of students from various states. So they interacted very comfortably, and in the panel I was there and Dr. Sridhar sir, who is Civil HOD from GIT, and some other scholars who are from IIT Guwahati, IIT Madras were also there. So students posted almost like many questions they posted. And all the questions, like you can consider, they are related to one or the other way with respect to you people as well, because I am currently we are addressing to the student community itself. Okay, so the students asked like where we have to do the internship, what competitive exams we have to write, and how the situation is in abroad, whether we have to really go for MS, and that too in which country we have to go, and which are the different methods, and where it is really safe personally for the personal life as well as for the professional life. So all these we discussed, but one point what we found in common was most of the students who were preparing for competitive exams, see it can be like IAS, KS, like administrative, or GATE, IES, PWD. So any competitive exam you take, currently because of this corona situation, they are not able to decide whether they have to go for online mode of classes or offline mode of classes. See, ultimately when you make a particular decision, obviously you have to find the solution. See, when you can see destination, for example, if you are going to Dharwad, your aim is to reach Dharwad somehow. There are two different ways, so choosing the way is left to you, but ultimately what you need, you have to reach the city Dharwad. So now we are discussing about like what are the different ways to reach your destination, and we are leaving at the end of the session to take decision on your own. So in this video we are trying to help you like what are the different pros and cons with respect to online and offline mode of teaching. Students are finding really difficult. See, GATE exam, if you consider, it is in the month of February, around 7 months from now. Okay, some students say that, and we have started with the online classes. Some students say that, no ma'am, we will attend classroom teaching only because we don't understand online. And we are not sure when the classroom teaching, based on the government orders, we have to start the classes. So it can be in the month of July or August. So if we start in the August, 2 months gap it is there. And when you take admission in the month of August, that time you people will feel that, oh, I am having only 5 months. Can I crack GATE? See, ultimately when your doubts remain as doubt only, then what is the fun thinking of or aiming for such competitive exam? Okay, so now I have made a list of certain questions based on yesterday's discussion, and we will be highlighting upon, see, we teach students here, we guide also. So based on our experience and what students discuss to us day-to-day life, we are discussing about these questions now. Okay, so if you are one among them, so watch the entire video till then. Definitely it will be very much helpful for you people. Okay, so what I want to say is we are discussing about pros and cons of online and offline teaching. In the end, we are not giving you any conclusion or judgment. Remember that. Okay, so Narottam sir, I would like to ask you a question, that how is the understanding level of the student, understanding the technical subjects by the student when it is online and offline mode of the classes?
So of course, talking about understanding, if I am just taking an example of offline coaching, if suppose I am delivering a concept, then what will happen? Yes, that has been ultimately delivered to you, and it's all upon you that how you have taken that topic. So suppose if you are not getting some topics, you directly ask me, sir, this has not been understood by me. Then what will happen? I will mold myself. I will give some another example to make you understand that particular topic. That will not be a edge in case of online videos, because many students will tell you that yes, we can repeat the videos, but what will happen, suppose if you are repeating the videos again, then I will be delivering the same examples. I will not mold according to your doubts. You might be having many other doubts also, you might be having some examples, but that will not be even possible in online classes or even in online videos. So suppose from here only there is a certain edge for offline coaching in case of understandability. Yeah, and even I will add again a single point, that is reachability, that I can reach each and every students in the classroom. We are having a classroom strength of 20, that is the advantage, that we can reach each and every students. We can ultimately understand the mind and state of each and every student. So if I also get that yes, this student is facing some problem, that student is facing some problem, so I actually ask them, yes, is that topic has been understood by you or not? So they tells there might be hesitations also in some students. So what happens, I just ask them, yes, you understood that topic or not? So after getting the inputs, I actually tell them some more examples. So of course understanding and understandability is good in offline, so
Yeah.
there is an edge.
Yeah, so actually what happens in offline is when the student is not able to solve the question, we just go to him and ask, yes, why you are not able to solve? And if he haven't written the previous day notes and all, we ask them, why you haven't written the notes? See, for competitive exam, notes writing is very much important, which we follow in our institute. Because ultimately, see, whenever you are writing any competitive exam, after 2 years, 5 years, you will be referring your notes. That time it's very difficult to again purchase the textbooks, study from the basic. It is not easy. Okay, so all this is difficult. In online mode, what usually happens is, we assume that the student is understanding everything. Because there is no two-way interaction. The student is understanding, we keep on delivering. And also this understanding, what happens is, if the student is little good in basics, okay sir, so if he is little good in basics, then for him online will be better, because he knows basics, and whatever we teach now, it will go like in his level, so it will be good for him. But if the student is not good in basics, in classroom we have to reach to his level, right from in strength of materials, right from the definition of stress and strain, we should make him understand what are the different strains, so we make him understand and teach. Okay, so now it's on, ball is in your court, that in which level you believe. See, I know my intelligence level, sir knows himself, this sir knows himself. So many people are intelligent than me and even less than me. So I should consider or make my position fixed, and then you have to go for either online or offline. Okay, understanding, it depends on what I ultimately, the conclusion of this question is, understanding depends on what basic knowledge you are having in that particular subject. Okay, so next question I want to ask is like repeatability. How is the repeatability with respect to online and offline?
Yes, of course, I already covered this point, that yes, you can repeat. That is having a very good advantage for online videos. Okay, but that ultimately I will again connect with the understanding only, that if suppose you didn't understood the thing what I had delivered in the online videos, so you might be not knowing that particular term. So I have to use some another words. I have to give you some another illustrations. So of course there is an edge in case of online videos. In case of repeatability, you can repeat the videos, but not the different concepts you can repeat. I have to deliver that as a new concept. But yes, if you are your concentration level is not good while watching the videos, then again you will repeat that video and you are having an advantage here.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is one advantage in online, that is you can repeat the videos again. So next question to you again is like, how is the concentration level of the students when they actually attend the classroom teaching and when they watch the videos online?
While watching the videos, what happens, you are having many applications in your mobile and there are many types of notifications, whether from
WhatsApp.
your personal people or from somewhere else, WhatsApp, many hike and other instant messaging apps. So what happens if you are supposed to watching some videos, then what will happen, some people will message you, and suppose there might be some possibilities that it will be important for you. So ultimately you will get deviated while watching the videos. Some different things will happen, or there is a different state of mind while watching the videos. And even I will give you an example of YouTube. Suppose you are on YouTube for a concept. So what will happen, there are many other options available on YouTube, that you can watch this also, you can watch this also. So yes, that's a kind of distraction. The concentration level is not that much good. Even you can take the example of movies.
Yeah.
You can watch the movies in the mobile phone also. You can watch at the cinema halls also. So when you go to cinema halls, what will happen? You ultimately enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you watch in the movie, you will not get that effect, or you can ultimately watch it
Forward.
at you can fast forward it. So what will happen? The essence of that movie is ultimately gone waste.
Yeah, and how
So-
is it with respect to the classroom?
Yeah, of course. Classroom will be having an edge for this concentration level because that WhatsApp messages, other distractions are not there in case of offline coachings. Okay, but there are many distractions. Even many people felt difficulties on these things only, that they are not getting concentrated while watching the online videos. Yeah, so,
So
that
when the-
also,
yeah.
to curb that problem also, we had actually made our own portal in which there is no any ads, there will be nothing, there is no
No
any
other
other kind of
videos.
distraction. So yes, of course, for ultimately culminate this problem, some a proper online portal is needed, not YouTube or somewhere which is open for all.
Okay, so what sir can say is like concentration. When it comes to concentration, classroom concentration, see, you are a teenager like or else like 22, 24 years, something like that. So like you get distracted very easily, but when you are in the class for 3 hours, you have to be away from phone. So concentration level is too high, and this we are not saying, based on many statistics and many research and all, they have told like classroom concentration is far better than what you do online. Okay, so coming to you sir, next question for you is like, how is the continuity in learning when it comes to online and offline mode?
Yeah, coming to the continuity part, like we know that while we are coming to the classes, that time the regularity can be maintained. But if you are doing the same thing through the online classes, then in that case there can be distractions. Your friends might call you, or there can be something like your parents might call you. So due to these kind of events, there will be distraction obviously, and the continuity that is there, that will not be maintained. So for continuity, you have to come to the classes only. That is the best option.
Yeah, and I feel like continuity, what the students will usually do is, okay, I will watch one more video tomorrow. I will watch video today evening, because no
Yeah,
one
there
is
is
asked to
a
you.
point of procrastination that they are going to delay the work. Instead of watching the video today, they will say, I'm going to watch this video tomorrow. Instead of that, I will do something else today.
Yeah.
So this thing is quite common with the online teaching.
Yeah, but when it comes to classroom, you people have to attend the class no matter what. So your continuity will be like regular when it is classroom teaching. Okay, so next question to you, sir, Anchit sir again. Like, how about the technical issues when it comes for online mode of teaching?
Yeah, now in online mode of teaching, there are two cases. One is like you can go through the live lectures, and the other is the recorded lectures. So in the case of the live lectures, you can ask the doubts as well. That is one advantage of the live lectures. But in the offline lectures or the recorded lectures, the problem is that you cannot ask the doubts because it has been pre-recorded. So the doubt session part is missing in the recorded lectures. So this is one of the technical issues which can be faced while attending the live lectures or the recorded lectures. But the advantage of this recorded lecture is that you can watch those lecture at any moment of time. But in the live lecture, the problem that has been seen is that the students, they are not staying in places where the proper connectivity internet is available. So there the issue comes of whether the proper video will be streamed or not. So the live lectures cannot be attended by those students who are staying in the rural areas. So this is the main issue that is being faced. So to tackle this, only what we are doing here is that we have recorded our own lectures, so those can be seen by the students, and along with that we are conducting the sessions for the doubt clearing. So separate sessions are there by which you can clear your doubts, and the problem of that issues which are technically being faced by the students who are staying in rural areas, that can be resolved.
Yeah, so before actually launching our online portal, that is SignPoint on stream, we asked our previous students, and they told like recorded is far better than live, because they faced a lot of issues in the live teaching, even which happened in the colleges also. So considering, see, whatever the suggestions and solutions we find in our institute, we see to it that it is helpful to most of the students. See, it's very difficult to make all the 100% student happy by any coaching institute. So we are trying to make or put our efforts in the best way, like it should be helpful for most of the students. So they said like, ma'am, recorded videos is far better than the live teaching because there will not be any these kind of issues.
And one
Okay.
more point I would like to add here is like in the live lectures there can be distraction because students keep on posting the messages there and they are asking each other numbers there, they are discussing something else which is not relevant for that particular lecture.
That's the only more distraction.
Yeah.
During my classes.
So that's why it is being suggested that you go for the recorded lectures because there cannot be any other distraction. Just only one teacher is standing in front of you and you have to just listen the lecture which is being delivered by them.
Yes. And like one more question I would like to ask, how about like travel comfortability or relocation of the students from their places to where the coaching institutes are there?
Yeah, obviously when it comes to the offline coaching, you have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to go to the coaching institutes to attend the classes, and those classes are conducted for around 6 months. So daily you have to go to those places. But in the offline coaching, the advantage is that the same thing you can get delivered at your doorstep. So you have to stay at your home, just switch on your mobile or laptop, and there at your home only you can watch the videos. So the time that you are spending on traveling daily to the institutes, that can be curtailed, and along with that the cost of traveling can also be inculcated. That means it can be reduced. But the thing is, if you are staying more closer to the institute, the time of travel you can obviously reduce. So the advantage comes that you are getting the advantage from the offline coaching. That means you are closer to the institute, you can ask the questions, doubts, whatever you are facing, and also you can go and study in the institute whenever you are free. Like in home, many students face this issue that we are not able to concentrate. So if you are staying near to the institute in your free time, you can go to the institute, you can discuss your doubts with your teacher. So that is another add-on advantage of the offline coaching. So this is what I want to include in this travel part.
Yeah.
I will also include a single point here, because if you are residing very near to your coachings, then what will happen, you will be able to attend the offline classes. Then a very important part in your preparation is your competitiveness. Okay, that competitiveness you will feel when you are in the classroom. Okay, that is actually missing in case of online
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, actually in online videos what happens is like you are the hero or director of your movie because you assume that I am the only student in the class. मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, no one is there to ask me. But when this happens in the class and if one student keep answering the questions in the class, then you will come to know what I am doing, am I studying or not, or only he is the person answering the questions. So that kind of competitiveness, it can be healthy or unhealthy. Okay, that is not important to us. It can be unhealthy competition also because ultimately everyone want result. Even if it is unhealthy, that's fine. You get jealous, you do whatever you want. Show your results, that's it. Ultimately everyone is behind the results and you are also here for your results. So in online there is no any competition. So you will not be able to understand where your position is among your classmates.
Online is kind of a virtual world in which you are living. You don't know what is the reality outside.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
much is the competitiveness, what other students are doing, what are their strategies to prepare for the exam. So this element is missing in the online classes.
Yeah, because here what happens is students in their free time they come and study. So other students feel okay, he is in institute only, he came morning 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, he is studying here. So seeing him, other student will start coming from tomorrow. So this you can learn in classroom teaching, but I feel this is completely zero in online mode of teaching. In online, you should be like what do you say, like
Determined.
self-determined. So that is what is needed. Self-motivated you have to be in online. Okay, so that is because competitive is necessary. When civil engineering 1,50,000 attempts get, so you are not having that feel 1,50,000. Okay, 3 or 4 can be my friends only, but you don't have that feel. But when you can see actually 1,50,000, then you will get scared. Okay, so many people are attending and I have to be really like more confident enough, or I have to put my efforts lot to come forward. Okay, so next one what I would like to answer is like cost. See, obviously I get many queries, almost like 7-8 queries day-to-day basis. First thing they will ask me, ma'am, what is the fees? First thing, they never ask what is our qualification, whether you will complete all the syllabus, do you provide study materials, or whether we clear the doubts. You can ask our previous students. So we are here, night 8:30 our class used to get over, but till 9:30 we used to clear the doubts of the students over WhatsApp, over classroom and all. The first thing is cost. Yes, it is obviously true, money. Okay, so I tell them, okay, for online it is obviously less, and for offline it is more, because here literally you are present here, and of course the offline mode of coaching is more when it comes to online. And along with fees, one more cost factor is, if the student want to attend the offline, so obviously if he is not a localite, he has to relocate. So now we are in Belgaum, so he has to relocate. So along with the fees, he has to spend money for his food and accommodation, around 5,000 rupees per month. Okay, see, if you want to do something, then you have to spend some money, of course, money, time, dedication and all. That is needed. See, you want to have an engineering degree, that's why you have joined engineering college. You will not get engineering degree by joining BA, BSc college, right? So same way here, if cost is that much important for you, then online is the good option for you people. But some people, some students say that, ma'am, though I spend money, 5,000 rupees per month, that is fine for me, but I have to attend classroom mode of teaching. So again, that cost, how much you want to spend and all, that decision is left to you and your parents. So based on that, you can take the decision when it comes to the matter of money. Because I will tell you an example. If you miss GATE exam this year, next year only you will be happen to write the GATE exam. So you should consider that 1 year I am not working, 1 year I am not earning, whether my money I am spending in this part, whether it is justified or not. Analyze yourself. See, if you are not working for 1 month now, it means you are losing 1 month salary. Analyze in that way. Sitting at home for 2 to 3 months, you might find it very easy. See, I discuss with the students, ma'am, I am not doing anything, I am at home. You feel you are not losing anything. But what you can do, try yourself just working for 2 months and leave the job and be at home for 2 months. If you are getting 20k per month, you are losing 20k per month. So you have to have that understanding. Okay, so this cost factor is depending on you. Next, one more point to add is like, see, when there are, even if it is paid online videos, okay, hardly 30 to 40% as per the research watch the complete videos. See, when it comes to classroom teaching, you have to attend the class 3 hours, you have to concentrate the class. But when it is online, you will fast forward 1.5x, 1.75x, 2x, or else you will forward it completely. कौन है पूछने के लिए?
And also there they will study those subjects which they like. The
हाँ.
subjects which they don't like, they won't even open the videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this happens, subjects as well as chapters in the subject.
Yes.
They will
Even-
skip the syllabus part.
they will-
But in classroom coaching, this cannot be done because teacher is going to teach everything from the start till the end.
Yeah.
So you cannot skip that. I won't be attending this particular lecture because this topic is not of my interest.
Yes.
So this thing is not possible in offline.
Yeah.
But in online, the student generally skips many topics.
Yeah. See, I can give you one simple example only. Now we are recording the session. Maybe it can be 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. So you might have forgotten. I don't know how many of you are into this particular section of the video, whether you have reached this particular section or not, or whether you have forwarded, you have skipped, you have closed. I don't know that. But when we are delivering this in the classroom, who are among 20 to 30, they listen very, very keenly. This we have experienced that. They listen us completely, because every 2 months we conduct these kind of sessions. We invite other people also for such sessions. They listen completely. But when it comes to online, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? In Kannada I would like to say, ನನಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ. This is what you know. That is, I know everything. See, you know everything or not, your result will say that you know or not. So if you want to prove that you know everything, you should score really well in GATE. Okay, in any of the competitive exam. Next is selection level. See, how is the selection level, like qualifying or scoring mode, either in online or offline mode of classroom mode of teaching. Again, as per the analysis from various institutes and all, it is found that selections are more in classroom mode of teaching rather than online. See, for example, once you have taken the classroom teaching now, And if you feel that I want to spend 1 year again for the coaching, like you have attended the classroom teaching when you were in final year, now it's genuine or it's justified that you can have 1 year time for yourself. So that time it's better for you to go for online, because you have attended already the classroom mode of teaching, you have understood. For the second time, online is the best, rather than going with in the beginning only as online. Okay, next one more point to add is parents' attention. See, some of the parents are in contact with me even without telling their children. They visit institute, and even their children doesn't know till today that their parents come to us and discuss about their progress. We are having a lot of such examples. So when it is classroom mode of teaching, parents will ask why you are not going to class. They in fact call me, ma'am, was your class there or not today? I used to say, yes, we had 3 hours class. Then my son or daughter didn't attend the class. She or he told me that there was no class. So this tracking can be done in classroom mode of teaching. But when it is online, you will sit in front of the computer, you will put earphone, then your parents will feel very happy. मेरा बच्चा पढ़ रहा है, he is studying so much, he is studying. They will give you fruit, juice, everything on the table. But they don't know what is the fact. The reason why I am telling you this is we have done the same thing. Okay, even we have crossed your age only. We were also students, even we prepared for many exams. We have done this. So this parent track is not possible in online mode of coaching, where offline it is done, because some of the parents I have seen here in the institute, like they are more serious than their children's. Okay, so for at least like they should be justified for what their children are doing. Okay, so then one more point I would like to add is health issues. Okay, see, initially we were not having online. Recently 2 months ago we have launched our online. So some student, he told me that, ma'am, I cannot attend classroom teaching because I cannot sit in the class for 3 hours completely. My back aches, heat, all those things and all will happen. Okay, my shoulders pain and all. So I have purchased online mode of teaching. So it's your decision again now. And some students also withdrawn from the course because they were having lot of health issues. But when the student is in this position, so we feel that online is better for him, because he can pause the video, he can walk around. He cannot do this in online, in classroom teaching. So he can walk around, he can take some break, and again he can sit, he can watch. All this flexibility is there. But do not assume or take online mode of teaching as granted that it is easy. It is not easy. You feel it easy because you are watching YouTube videos. They are very much fun. But when I tell you to watch one video lecture of fluid mechanics for 1 hour, you will not do that. Just answer yourself, yes or no, to your heart. Will you watch 1 hour some funny YouTuber video, all those Carrie Minati, all those videos, whatever are there, you will enjoy such videos, roasting, all those videos. But when it comes to technical, it's not easy, because you will feel dizziness, your head starts paining, you will be using earphone, your ears start paining, your eyes starts burning. So even in online mode also there are certain health issues, same as that of the offline classroom teaching. Okay, sir, anything to add?
So the only conclusion is that if you are not having a habit of procrastinating the things, or you might get demotivated by watching some other people progress, then of course some people choose for online classes. But yes, if you are about to eliminate your procrastination habits, like leaving the things for tomorrow, so that has been properly eliminated in the offline classes, and of course that will be preferable too also, because that will check your progress.
And what I feel is that one mentor should be always there with you,
Yeah.
who can guide you throughout your journey of preparing for any kind of exam.
Yeah.
But that element is again missing in the online teaching.
Yeah. See, the mentor can be your parents, your teacher, your friend, your senior, anyone can be mentor, with whom you can share your doubts, whatever the issues you are having, till you reach. I think that person will definitely see, as my app users, they used to ask me like, I am having these issues and all, and I am considering you as a mentor, because they keep asking me the things. So have one mentor in your life. He can be from the teacher end or from your personal end, and keep sharing your issues. Do not keep whatever problems you have in your mind. You will not get solutions for that. Keep sharing, they will definitely help you. So what last point of we would like to add is like decision. Ultimately, you can write it in a caps letter today. Decision. You have to take decision right now. If you want to go for online, go for online today. If you want to go for online, go for online today. Or else if you want to do private job, whatever it is, do it today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes if you keep waiting. Tomorrow, it keeps circulating. So the students who are having that mindset that I will join in August, September, October, you don't know how much syllabus you have to study because you are writing GATE for the first time. We know how much we have to teach, and one more thing what you people have to remember is it's not about covering the syllabus or attending the class. You people should have time to study that, yes or no? You should study, you should have time to study, and you have to dedicate that time. So that time you will be able to dedicate when you start as early as possible. Ultimately what happens in the end, our syllabus will get over today and tomorrow there will be GATE exam. How come you will get the result? No way. So that is whatever it is, you have to take the decision, and you are the own boss of your life. Don't have the distractions in your decision and be self-motivated. You will not get motivated by watching motivational videos. You just watch, you will leave it. But the thing is, when you want to do something in your life, be always self-motivated and take the decision as early as possible what you want to do. Even Sridhar sir was telling in yesterday's session, like my son after returning from RV college, he was not in home for even 3 days. He went to Mangalore for job. And I don't know how the students are there in the home for 2 to 3 months now without waiting. Even teachers are feeling like kya ho raha hai? Why the students are like this now? Even after giving like so much inputs to them. Okay, so we are always here. You can ask us the doubts. Okay, phone number will be mentioned in the end of the session. You can career like whatever doubts you are having, you can call us anytime. Okay, so I think sir we can end the session now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you and all the very best for your future. Okay.
All the best.
All the best.
Yeah, thank you.